Hello YouTube, this is John Mepison. Tonight I want to talk about something that I feel somewhat strongly about. These kitty pageants, and specifically Honey Boo Boo. We're pasting this child all over the internet and giving the entire world this opinion of the United States that says, hey, I can live vicariously through my kid because I had, or the mother of this Honey Boo Boo child is some slack-jawed, mouth-breathing redneck who we're putting on TV and actually rewarding for being a bad mother. Yes, I have my opinions, and they might be just my opinions, and someone out there shares them. I'd love to hear yours, but let's stick to this at the time. So what you're saying is, I can have a kid, fill her full of chemical-filled energy drinks, let her act a complete nut, and then we're going to pay this kid and this mother, give her their own reality show, so that they can go out and make us all look like fools. Make us all look like rednecks, like that's what the entire United States is made of. Let me tell you, the media is a powerful thing. Look at Facebook. Facebook has been known to not only destroy relationships, but they are now using Facebook to incriminate people in court. This is powerful stuff we're dealing with. This is 2012. This is no longer these old times where you could use the paperwork method and cell phone stuff. There are so many different mediums of media out there that can not only incriminate, but encourage this horrible behavior and give people the wrong message about us. Don't live vicariously through your kids. If you're a big, fat, slack-jawed, mouth-breathing redneck, you know what? Either stay inside where nobody can see you, stay off the internet, and don't live through your children. Okay? Right now, that mother's using her daughter as a tool to make money. It's disgusting, is what it is. Now, it's something else I'd like to talk about, referring to my last video. Shelby County, that's Shelby County, Tennessee, has more recently decided to up the number of sheriffs and start putting sheriffs in the schools. I don't think they watched my video, but the very day after I made that video, I thought it was, it warmed my heart to see somebody actually taking steps in the positive direction rather than taking the efforts out on the tool that did the job. They're doing more to protect the children. Because it's not about making a better country. If you have bad leaders or bad future leaders, it doesn't matter whether you have a good or bad country or not. Because the people you put in charge of it are going to represent you in a manner consistent with what is there. We need to be raising our kids better. There are a lot of things out there that we expose our children to that is inconsistent with proper living. Okay? We got kids out there that can't even pronunciate words correctly. Yes, I blame a lot of things on rap music. I personally don't like it. If you like it, that's fine. Who cares? Everybody's got their own choices on things. But you know what? What you feed your child's brain will determine the person that they are later on in life. Such as violent video games. They put a rating system on here that isn't enforced. Am I going to give a 12-year-old kid Black Ops? No, I'm not going to. Because it sends them the wrong signal. I'm not telling you to raise your kids in the church. I'm not going to tell you how to raise your kids. This is my opinion video. Thank you for watching, by the way. I appreciate it. And I don't expect you to show your kids this video because I have bad language and I'm also smoking. Cigarettes. We need to think about how we raise our kids. All of these things that can potentially influence a growing mind. You need to think whether they're positive or negative. There's a lot out there that can be a whole lot more damaging than we realize because we're old enough to know and we can't share certain experiences with them. We can't put 50 Shades of Grey in a 13-year-old girl's hands. That's grown-up stuff. We still need some stuff that's just for us. Because they can't. Their brain will elaborate that in the wrong way, and their lives will determine just... It'll turn them to shit, people. I mean, I'm not going to use big words for this. I'm all out of them at the moment. And you know what? It just turns their brains to shit, and I'm sick of seeing it. I tell you what, that's a perfect example. Bad raising. Or bad intelligence. Maybe the fucking brains don't work. Who knows? I was sitting in Mr. P's wings the other day. Sitting there quietly. I ordered my food. I was the only one in there. It was about 11 o'clock at night. I had the munchies like a son of a bitch. And in walks these two middle-aged women. We'll say they're 30 years old or so. And behind them is a parade of children. Out of one car, one four-door sedan. It was like a late model Malibu. There must have been 11 kids behind these two women. Where were they sitting? More than likely in the back seat. All dozen of these kids are sitting in the back seat unrestrained. You can't put that many kid seats in the back there. That's one. Two, they both walk in the fucking restaurant with belts in their hands so that they can restrain or beat these kids in public. Not only that, as soon as the kids come in the door, they're running around like fucking maniacs. When I'm just trying to sit there and catch a late night, wait on my food and catch me the late show. Talk about just invading my little personal bubble. I got some kid coming up and tapping me on the back. It got ridiculous real fast. And being that I was the only one in there, I honestly had to say something to these two fat bitches. It didn't go well. I didn't get my food and I was asked to leave. Because you know what? I don't tolerate that shit. I really don't. It's a conflict. I deal with conflict very easily. Either I'm going to win or I'm just going to walk away because shit's going to go real bad. Anyways, it's neither here nor there. But I tell you what is here. Bullshit. Again, honey boo boo, do not watch that damn video. We're sending the wrong vibes. Thumbs down on that shit and don't even, just switch the channel every time you come on. Every time it comes on, switch the damn channel. Don't watch that shit. America should not endorse this horrible behavior. Don't give your kids any drinks. It'll kill them. What else do we got this evening? God, it's been so much. It's been one hell of a week for America, I tell you what. Don't listen to the liberal media. I can't say it enough. I tell you what else I found out today in a little bit of research. You know the guy from Colorado that went into the movie theater, the ginger cat that went crazy? You know he went into 3 different movie theaters before he picked the one that he was going to start shooting up? You know why he picked the final one? Because the first 3 didn't have signs that said no guns. He knew there were armed people in there. And he figured he'd have the best chance of, going in and taking care of business and accomplishing his mission in a place where he wasn't going to get shot. He picked the easy target. What's that say? He didn't pick the place where other people had guns, where other people could defend themselves. Typical enemy. They're gonna strike where they know they can win. This isn't the redcoats and a line full of soldiers taking a knee in front of you and everybody shoots at each other, everybody dies. It's not what this is. So again, don't take it out on the tool. Take it out on the man with swinging the hammer. What else do we got tonight? Still haven't figured out what this big tragedy is going to be and how they're going to get us into these damn FEMA camps, but it's coming. I tell you what, it ain't going to be December 21st. If you're telling me you put more faith in a calendar than whatever God you pray to, if you do pray, and you're putting trust in this calendar, your faith is pretty shaky, my friend. I will also say one more thing. 50 Shades of Grey is awesome. Awesome book. If you haven't read it and you are of age, read it. It's a damn good book. We're going to find another something to talk about tomorrow night. Till then, give me some comments. Give me something, because I'm going to start doing this on a regular basis. Might throw my dogs in there too. Man, tell you what, when you ain't got kids and you devote enough time into training a dog, these things will do everything. You know how you get a dog to do what you want? You beat the shit out of them. I'm just kidding. That's horrible. That's horrible. No, that's not the case at all. Anyways, again, comments, like, dislike. I want to hear the good and the bad. And hey, just keep your foul language to yourself, man. Nobody wants to hear that stuff.